Hello and welcome to the Mindset Alchemy podcast. I'm Janine, your host, and I love helping you understand who you are, what the role your words, your thoughts, your feelings, and your emotions play, and owning who you are so that you can step forward into that beautiful, magical life you desire to have and absolutely can. And because of this, I am so excited to share an amazing, incredible lady, Carol Evans, with you. Carol, please share with everybody who you are and a little bit about what you do and what your passion for life is.
Oh, hello, Janine, and thank you so much for inviting me today. I'm really delighted to be here and talk a little bit about my story and how that reflects in the work that you also do with people. Well, as Janine says, I'm Karen Evans, and I am the founder of consultancy and coaching and the Planet Peacock Business Success Club. And basically, I work with businesses who may be a little stuck, and they have a great desire to level up. They know that they've got loads of opportunities to increase and expand their reach and revenues, and they want to stand out and get more visible.
That's beautiful. And there's such a need for that. So I'm just putting my phone on flight mode so nobody can disturb us because this
Okay.
is
I
important.
check
This
mine.
is very, very important. Um, Tell us a bit about what made you choose Planet Peacock, especially the peacock. What is the symbolism of the peacock? Because I love
Okay.
peacocks. I love. I'm not always
Okay.
4 o'clock in
Well,
the morning, but
Planet Peacock is actually my latest business. So it's actually what I call my passion business. And the reason why I decided to set up Planet Peacock is the fact I've worked in business all of my life. I didn't set out to work in business. I actually arrived in business by accident. That I, as all these things do, I had dreams of being on the stage. You know, I kind of like imagined having flowers thrown at my feet. You know, but instead I was taken away on a holiday, and I stayed at this hotel, and I talked the owners basically into giving me a job for 6 weeks for the school holidays so I could make some money. I come from a very, very poor working class family, and money was hard to come by. And so getting a job for the summer holidays meant that I would be able to support myself a little bit more once I started college. However, I I turned what was a 6-week job into a 6-year position and ended up being a manager there. And that set me off really on a whole career in terms of business. But one of the things when I first set up my business way back in 2004, my first business, one of the things that I kind of found out about was that although women are responsible for setting up something like 46% of businesses, they don't make that much money. And they actually fall behind in areas like profits, growth, and revenue. And I just couldn't believe it, you know, that it just really surprised me. And I love everything about kind of femininity, you know, that as women, we put everybody first. We have big hearts. We love everybody. We want to care for everybody. We want to make a difference. But in doing that, we put ourselves last and we undervalue ourselves. And so I just kept thinking about how lucky I was in all the experiences and opportunities, the skills I'd been able to develop, and all the wisdom that I'd gained, not just through successes, but through failure too. And I knew just how much this could help other women in their businesses, because I don't believe that most of us want to stay in this place of struggle where, you know, we've got inconsistent incomes, and, you know, when we charge less and we give things away for free, it means we struggle. And if we struggle, other people struggle. So I knew that I had something to offer to these women. So Planet Peacock was born, and the planet part of this business represents the fact that we are all one. We all exist on the same planet. No one above us, no one beneath us. We are all together. We have all got our own unique talents, skills, and abilities, and we are designed to work together. And we all belong on the same planet. Now, the peacock is all about the fact that we should be revealing our skills and showing them off, you know, not hiding away, playing small. That when we show ourselves and all of our skills and talents, we encourage other people to do the same. And peacocks are incredibly beautiful, as we all are. And the peacock I took inspiration from to form my logo. And if you look at my logo, then it has kind of peacock feathers, all different colours, that represent a different aspect of our lives. So whether we are mothers, wives, business women, friends, all the different skills that we have as well. So each one is part of us, and we should be proud, and they are all even and all equal and all beautiful. So that's it.
Amazing. That is so beautiful. You actually mentioned a very, very important point there, that women tend to undervalue themselves, therefore they don't offer even though they offer the value, they don't always receive it back, and this holds us back. I was listening to a podcast the other day, and I'm not sure who the quote is from, and it was mentioned, how is getting poorer going to help the poor? Whereas as we wealthier in knowledge, in finances, in expertise, we are more able to help others, we're more able to help the economy, and playing small just keeps everyone small. And Carol, for me, that was like, whoa. Now, Carol, you have a very large vision that you are building your business towards and for women on the planet. Would you share just an inkling of that? I know we don't have the time to go in depth into this beautiful, incredible, and empowering vision of yours. However, I would like everybody to hear a little bit about it, please.
It's basically about forming a cause, really. It's aimed at women who know we're all born for more. And this is really aimed at women who know that they were born for more, and they want and they are ready to take action. It is about us all joining together. It's about women empowering women, raising each other up so that we can maintain our feminine energy. We can make profit, because just as you said, that is from that quote, that is exactly what I believe, that the more money we make by doing what we do best, and doing it for good, we can make a real difference. We can impact the world. We can spread love, joy, happiness, and success. But the more money we make, the more opportunities we give to others, the more we can help disadvantaged communities. And okay, we're not going to change the world overnight, but bit by bit, we can make a positive impact and leave an amazing legacy. And, you know, that is such a great purpose to have.
That really is. So while you were speaking there, it made me think of, I'm busy reading a book on sound healing. And the analogy was used that when you tune a C fork, I don't do music, and yet our bodies and everything works on vibration. Another one starts vibrating, and whatever it's in starts vibrating. And yes, we may not change it immediately. As we begin vibrating with that desire to change, that desire to uplift others, others pick it up, and through entrainment, we can shift energy. And for those of you who don't know the difference, when Carol's talking about feminine energy, she's not talking about if you're male or you're female. Masculine energy, in a nutshell, is about giving, stepping forward, and taking action. And the feminine energy is about receiving, about accepting, about planning, about blending. And when we blend both energies, we have so much more impact and power in life. And Carol, that is what is coming forward for me, is that you have seen the gift of receiving, the gift of planning, the gift of putting things in place so that there can be a balance between the masculine and the feminine. Can you think of one event or two or three events, whatever, something that triggered you into this understanding and this desire, or did it just gently unfold?
I guess that it's been a process of unfolding since I set up my own business. That, you know, I have a very, very strong background in corporate business, and that is very heavy in masculine energy. And even the women,
Let's
yeah,
add wounded masculine, not even
wounded masculine energy. Okay. And it was, everybody was very ambitious, very competitive, and we got great results. And don't get me wrong, it was an amazing experience, and I learned some terrific skills from that. But gradually, I think running your own business means that you can find yourself. You can speak with your own voice. You can speak from the heart and still get results. And so I think for me, that process was fairly spread over a number of years. And it probably came as a result of something that I perceived as a huge failure. It had a massive impact on me and kind of nearly caused me a breakdown. And coming out of that took me a long time to actually find myself. But I think it really helped me to find my voice and actually know that just as much as I treat others well and with love and with compassion, I need to do that with myself. And it's about forgiving yourself and caring for yourself and loving yourself first. Only when you do that can you truly give to others and do it in an authentic way. And so, yeah, I think the process was probably spread over a fair few years.
That is such a beautiful analogy. Now, something I'm passionate about is Carol's outside of her business. It's not a hobby, it is developed as being part of your business. Carol does the most beautiful photography. Carol, where is the analogy between your photography and how you help women in their businesses?
It's all about getting the right picture. It's all about creating the framework. So I'm actually a landscape photographer. I'm absolutely passionate about it. I love it. So when I go out onto the landscape, I basically, you know, it's huge, isn't it? It's ginormous and it's just breathtaking. And I just have to stand there, take it all in, and just look and see what is it in that landscape that I really want to focus in. What do I want to put in my frame? And it's the same as your business with your skills. So if you take your passion, what you're good at, that is what you put in your frame in terms of your business. When I'm looking at that frame, then I'm deciding what aspect am I going to really focus in? Is there any aspects that are sitting close to it that I need to blur out? Or do I want everything in focus? What's on the edge of the frame? Do I want to eliminate anything that's distracting me from what my focus is? And then I have to look at what speed am I taking the photo? It's the same as in business. How fast do you want to go? How fast do you need to go? And what quality? Again, where is your business sitting in terms of quality? So it's exactly the same. And I'm as passionate about photography as I am about business. And it is all about capturing what is in the frame for each business. Each business is unique. It can look similar, but everything, you know, the energy and the flow within that framework is completely different from one business to another. And so to me, it's kind of exactly the same. Taking a photo of a landscape, actually creating that framework for a business to make sure it is as good as it can be, and working obviously with that business owner.
That is amazing. Can you tell us the significance of your absolutely awesome and very cute red sports car?
Well, my beautiful red sports car was a dream that I had way back when I was probably 19 or something like that. When I was in this first job where I went for 6 weeks and stayed for 6 years, I was invited to an event, and the first prize in this raffle was this beautiful red soft top sports car. And I thought, I want one of those. And obviously I couldn't have one. I didn't win the prize, unfortunately. But so even though I've driven very, very nice cars, particularly throughout my corporate career, I never, and I've driven other sports cars, I've never actually had this one. And I did actually get one in 2019. So
Mm.
it's a dream come true for me. And a lot of people say to me, oh, why do you just drive that car? Why don't you drive something better? And it's like, this is my dream car.
Mhm.
And I love red. It is a passionate colour. And I don't use my sports car to drive that fast or anything, but I love it. It makes me feel good. It's the same as putting on my red lippy, you know, that when you surround yourself with things that really make you feel good, and it's also a sign of the fact that you can manifest anything you want when the time is ready for you.
Yeah.
And that's what I feel I've done with this car. So I love it. When I sit in that car, I take the roof down, I feel the wind in my hair. It is amazing. I am at one with everything.
I love that. Now, that for me is what mindset alchemy is all about, getting into the feeling of what it is you would love to have. Do you
Yeah.
ever use that incredible feeling when you're having a down day in your work side? Do you ever get into that feeling, and how does it shift the energy for you?
Well, the one thing that I do when I'm having a down day, and let's face it, right, however much we want to high vibe, there are always going to be experiences that drag us down, not sleeping well, whatever. Um, so what I do is actually gratitude journal. It's the first thing that I turn to. So if I
It
feel, if I'm
works.
feeling down, if I don't have the energy I know I need to do what I've got to do, or even be who I want to be, I love feeling joyful. I love high vibing, and I will now do what I have to do. So I gratitude journal. I remind myself of how lucky I am. And it could just be a simple thing like a cup of tea, like the fact we've got running water. You know,
Mhm.
these are incredible things. Even the challenges I'm grateful for, because they are helping me to develop into the person I want to be, I choose to be. I also get out in the fresh air. So I will walk and I will be at one with nature. And yes, whilst I'm doing that, I will think about the experiences that I have, all the good things that I've enjoyed, and all the good work that I've done. And by the time I finish my work, I'm ready to journal again. And then I'm journaling and I'm getting back in touch with my vision, because
Beautiful.
my vision lights me up. It makes my heart sing. And by journaling about it, it keeps it close, it makes it real. And I can forget then about the fact that I'm down and I'm having a bad day. So
That is
that's what I do.
beautiful. Carol, it is with great sadness that we are coming to the end of our time on this podcast. We will be doing this again. People, let's reach out to Carol and tell her you would love to hear more. Where can people find you, Carol, if they wish to use your eye for the picture to help them frame their best life?
Oh, that's lovely. You can find me on Instagram. I am Karen Evans. On Facebook, I have a consultancy and coaching page. I also have a group called Fabulous Females in Business. And I have websites consultancyandcoaching.co.uk and also planetpeacockclub.com.
Awesome. I so appreciate your time and everything you have to offer and just the awesomeness of you. And yes, I love your red lipstick too.
Just makes you feel so much better when it's on.
Absolutely. People, go out there, see how you can frame your life, what makes you feel good and great, and join us again next week. Bye bye.